What's up, Pirates? Ray Talks here with Awaken TCG, and today I have a great video for you guys. As you guys know, maybe some of you guys don't know, we have a new message from the official One Piece Twitter. It says here, thank you for, let me, so you guys could see it. Oh yeah, we got a full screen for this. Thank you for your understanding. We hope our community continues to enjoy the One Piece card game. This ban will be lifted on December 8th due to changes in the metagame with the release of OP05. So they recognize that in OP05, red is not the dominant color anymore, and that, you know, the meta does really change into a more of a solid rock paper scissors kind of trio, or at least so we thought. You know, maybe Sakaluchi changes that up a bit, but there's definitely a lot more viable decks in OP05 than in previous sets, set 2, set 3, set 4, etc., that are, you know, considered top tier, you know, these high caliber decks where you can, you know, place if you play them really well. And so now we have news that these cards are only going to be banned for a month, right? It's November 7th, so literally 1 month these cards are going to be banned for, just the last couple of tournaments here for OP04 before the release of OP05. But I think this is huge news. There was cards that were dropping in price. Like I think the Altar Whitebeard leader dropped down all the way down to 60. This morning is already back up to $85, and so there's people that sold their pricing, you know, their Whitebeards, their Marcos, all these cards for dirt cheap because of these restrictions and these bans. And now, you know, these cards are back to exploding to kind of where they were hovering before. But I think this is definitely good. I think the decision to ban these cards was more of like a band-aid, right? It was like, oh, here, let me put this band-aid on. You know, red has been super dominant since set 2. Whitebeard has literally been 50% of all the tops since forever. And that's basically been our metagame, right? It's just Whitebeard on top, Whitebeard on top. You want to place, learn Whitebeard, play Whitebeard. And so I think this was more of a situation where they're like, okay, let's slap this band-aid on. But they realized that, you know, with the set 5 coming out, OP05 releasing in December, they're like, well, red's not going to be as dominant anymore. There's answers. There's leaders that rival Whitebeard's strength. He's not going to be the sole top 1 deck anymore because there's a lot of answers now to Whitebeard and stuff like that. So as soon as they recognize that, I think that's why we got this announcement. I highly doubt it was due to the player backlash, although whether or not it was, or they may have seemed like it was, it's still good that they're doing things like this. It just shows that they'll at least listen, right? The ban did scare me. I don't want them to ban leaders in the future rather than target cards. Obviously, they started with targeting Whitebeard, but he just kept ramping up because new lists kept getting found. And so I guess you could say this ban was warranted after many attempts to, you know, they banned his boat, restricted Rad being restricted, you know, Marco restricted, Newgate, and then he still, after all that, was still top and was still the top 1 tier 0 deck. And now, so they said, you know what, let's just ban him for the rest of the set. You know, we'll go back to normal in set 5. And I think this is good because in March we have Worlds, and so there has to be kind of this middle line. And with these bans, for us, it would have been even wider compared to Asia. And so now it's definitely going to be fun to see if these other cards that are restricted are going to stay restricted as well, or how that's going to work for nationals, or not nationals, but for Worlds in March, because obviously Asia has nothing banned other than Boat and Kabaji, and we have some cards that are restricted. They don't have no restrictions over there. So, you know, they're going to be coming in playing 4 Whitebeard characters. We're going to be coming in playing just 1 because of the restrictions. So it's funny to see that discrepancy, because I wonder what they're going to do to solve that issue. But for now, that is going to be it this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to bring in this quick news. These cards are going to be unrestricted. No more bans. The ban will be lifted. Yeah, I think it's for all 4 of these cards. So red players, rejoice. Your Law is still going to be viable in OP05. Your Zoro is still going to be viable in OP05. Whitebeard is still going to be decent. I don't know how good. Obviously, there's new leaders that take over. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to our channel. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.